Chosen one, your net wealth is about to explode. Get ready to experience overflow on a level you've never seen before. The divine hand that has guided you this far is not done with you yet. In fact, it's just getting started. What's coming to you is far greater than what you've ever imagined. You're not just being blessed with a little more. You're about to receive an eruption of wealth that will redefine your life. This is not accidental. It's not a coincidence. It's divine strategy. You've been chosen, and everything in the spiritual realm is aligning right now to make sure your financial destiny is fulfilled. Before we continue, stay with us until the very end of this video. This is not just a message, it's a spiritual confirmation. Watch till the last second, and write your warmest wishes in the comments with 99. This is a sacred moment where wishes are coming true, and the universe is being charged with the energy of faith, vision, and supernatural fulfillment. This is your time to send your intention out and receive divine energy back. Chosen one, your net wealth is about to explode, and this time, it won't be temporary. It's eternal. Now, chosen one, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. You may have gone unnoticed, underestimated, or even doubted. But God was never blind to your potential. Every unseen sacrifice, every lonely night, every decision to believe when you could have given up, was recorded in the archives of the divine. And now, it's being rewarded. This wealth that's about to overflow into your life is not random. It's repayment, divine compensation. You've outlasted the drought, and now, you're entering the season of supernatural supply. The type of abundance that flows beyond banks, beyond salaries, beyond budgets. This is generational. This is spiritual. This is undeniable. There's a unique kind of wealth that follows the chosen. It's not just paper. It's not just digits on a screen. It's influence. It's access. It's resources at the snap of your fingers because heaven has marked you as a provider to the nations. Your name has been whispered in rooms you haven't walked into yet. Your identity has already been spoken into opportunities you didn't even apply for. That's what happens when you are chosen. Doors don't just open. You are escorted into rooms you didn't build, because what's on your life is too valuable to be ignored. You are not being added to wealth. You are becoming wealth itself. Understand this. Wealth is a vibration. And right now, your frequency is being lifted to match a realm of prosperity you've never touched. Your thoughts are shifting. Your decisions are evolving. Your environment is stretching to match the blessing that's been written into your life. That internal shift you've been feeling is not anxiety. It's the tension of transformation. You're being upgraded. You're being tuned to divine precision so you can carry what others collapse under. You're being prepared to handle the overflow, not just enjoy it. Because this explosion of wealth is not just for you. It's coming through you. You are becoming a distributor of divine abundance. Not just a receiver, but a releaser. What's coming to you is designed to flow through you. And that's why your net wealth is about to explode. Not because you're chasing money, but because money is being drawn to your light, to your purpose, to your divine alignment. You've become a magnet for miracles. Every dollar has a direction. Every opportunity is assigned. Every divine connection is about to click into place because the time has come. The clock of destiny has struck your moment, and the result is nothing short of financial eruption. People will wonder how it happened so fast. But what they won't see are the seeds you planted in silence, the loyalty you showed when no one was watching, the discipline you maintained when your faith was tested. This explosion is not luck. It's legacy. It's the outcome of staying aligned with the plan when everything in you wanted to quit. Now that obedience is paying you back with interest. Not just financially, but in every area of your life. Get ready to experience the kind of wealth that lifts your spirit, expands your territory, and reintroduces you to yourself. You're no longer trying to survive. You're no longer calculating how to make it to the next week. That cycle is broken. That pattern is over. The wealth coming your way is supernatural. It breaks limits, breaks rules, breaks expectations. It doesn't make sense to the natural mind because it's being orchestrated by a supernatural source. This kind of increase doesn't just upgrade your account, it upgrades your mindset, your purpose, and your platform. And now, the world is about to see who you really are. A divine investor, a chosen vessel, a portal for provision. The explosion of net wealth coming to you is multifaceted. It's not just one stream. It's many. Multiple doors opening at once. Contracts being signed. Business opportunities showing up unexpectedly. Real estate, royalties, revenue from ideas you thought were long forgotten. You're not walking into blessing. You're walking into a network of blessings. What you thought was a setback was actually a setup for this moment. That loss wasn't punishment. It was redirection. Now you're aligned, ready, and positioned to catch what heaven is about to pour out. You're not just being promoted, you're being placed. There's a difference. Promotion comes through systems. Placement comes through divine decree. You're not climbing up anymore. You're being pulled up, chosen, selected, positioned. You've been called to influence, to lead, to fund vision, to shift culture. You carry kingdom codes within you. And because of that, your wealth is coming from kingdom places. Expect unexpected channels. Expect unexplainable miracles. Expect irreversible breakthroughs. The explosion won't be gentle. It's going to be loud, evident, and undeniable. Stay humble, but don't play small. Stay kind, but don't shrink. You're being called to expand. Your life is being stretched to host the kind of abundance that can't be hidden. Don't resist it. Embrace the discomfort of expansion. Lean into the greatness calling your name. You weren't made to be average. You weren't built for limitation. Everything about you was designed to carry more, to overflow, to multiply. Your time in the shadows is over. You're stepping into spotlight level increase. The timing is divine. The instruction is clear. The wealth explosion is now. You'll look back on this season as the moment everything changed. You'll remember this message as a signpost in your journey. Every encounter, every trial, every heartbreak has been fuel for this rise. You are now becoming a distribution center for heaven's resources. Banks will know your name. Leaders will seek your voice. Communities will be transformed through your hands. And it all starts with this explosion. Chosen one, get ready. Your name is being written on heavenly checks. Your signature is being released on contracts you haven't seen yet. Your presence is being requested in rooms that match your future, not your past. From here on out, you are not waiting on wealth. Wealth is waiting on you. And now that the divine signal has been given, it's only a matter of time before the manifestation begins. You have entered a new realm, and in this realm, money is not your master, it's your servant. You speak, and it obeys. You move, and it follows. You decide, and it multiplies. That's the shift. That's the explosion. That's the supernatural reality you are stepping into. Nothing can block it. No system can stop it. No voice can curse it. Because God is with you, and what He's igniting in your life is too powerful to be denied. You've stepped into a divine protocol. From this point forward, nothing about your life will be average. The time of hiding is over. The season of just getting by has been buried. You are now functioning under a heavenly mandate that says, multiply. Your thoughts are no longer small because your capacity has been increased. Your resources are no longer limited because your territory has been expanded. Your favor is no longer delayed because the spiritual embargo over your finances has been lifted. This is the moment where every seed, every silent prayer, every time you chose obedience over comfort, begins to pay you back in the currency of heaven. The explosion of your net wealth is not a coincidence. It's the result of divine timing. You've been positioned precisely where you need to be. The delays weren't denials. They were development. The doors that closed were protection. The people who walked away were never meant to hold this kind of harvest with you. You had to be alone for a while so you could grow in silence, prepare in stillness, and be rooted deep enough to handle what's coming. The explosion you're about to witness in your finances and influence requires a strong foundation. And now, you've got it. There is a difference between increase and explosion. Increase is gradual. Explosion is immediate, undeniable, and unstoppable. You're not in a gradual season anymore. You're in a sudden one. Sudden favor, sudden opportunities, sudden funding, sudden deposits, sudden divine introductions. This is how God moves when it's time. And for you, chosen one, the time is now. You've already crossed the line where the supernatural takes over. And now, what used to take years will take weeks. What you thought would cost you everything is about to be paid for, by grace. This explosion is not just a personal upgrade, it's a divine assignment. You are being trusted with wealth because you've shown heaven you won't misuse it. You've demonstrated loyalty, stewardship, and spiritual maturity. When others were chasing fame, you were building quietly. When others were compromising, you were staying rooted. And now, that faithfulness is opening floodgates. You are going from one stream to multiple, from one opportunity to partnerships, from struggle to systems, from hustle to harvest. You are being ushered into a different economy, one not bound by inflation, banks, or world systems. You're operating in the kingdom economy, where ideas are currencies, favor is a form of payment, and access is the real wealth. And guess what? You now have access, not just to money, but to wisdom, relationships, and open doors that can't be explained, only experienced. There will be moments soon where you'll look around and wonder, how did all this happen? But deep down, you'll know. It happened because you stayed in alignment. You didn't chase wealth. Wealth chased you. This explosion will make noise. It will draw attention. People from your past may come back, not because they value you, but because they sense something on you. Be wise. You are not who you were. This wealth is not for proving anything. It's for building everything. You are being handed the keys to establish, to construct, to pour back into those who carry purpose. This isn't about showing off. It's about showing up. You are now a light in dark places, a source of strength for those forgotten, a walking miracle with a multiplying hand. The weight of this explosion will rest on your shoulders differently because you've been spiritually built for it. You're not just going to make money. You're going to manage legacies. You're not just going to receive. You're going to release. That's why the explosion had to be delayed until now. Because God wasn't just trying to give you wealth. He was making you wealth. You've become the blessing you were praying for. And now, others will find their provision in your presence. You are a financial atmosphere. You carry prosperity. You embody overflow. People will feel peace just being near you. Businesses will thrive when you partner with them. Doors will open just because your name is mentioned. That's what happens when God places His hand on your net worth. It transforms you into an extension of divine abundance. And now, you're not just watching others rise, you're rising too. In fact, your rise will be one of the most talked about miracles of this generation. Not because you were lucky, but because you were aligned, anointed, appointed. You're about to step into partnerships that carry favor, contracts that carry wealth, ideas that generate income without burnout, systems that create residual flow. God is not giving you wealth for one season. He's handing you wealth that outlives you. Generational provision, legacy power. And it all begins with this explosion. Don't underestimate how fast it can happen. You may wake up tomorrow and everything has changed. Because in the realm of the spirit, movement doesn't follow time. It follows alignment. Stay focused. Stay clean. Don't let the temporary noise distract you from the eternal plan. The enemy will try to send distractions right when the explosion begins. Don't engage. This is a holy moment. You're being elevated beyond reach. What you're stepping into is spiritually guarded. No weapon formed against it will prosper. No scheme can sabotage it. No voice can speak against what heaven has authorized. Your net wealth is not just rising, it's taking flight. There's nothing average about what's coming. When this explosion happens, and it will, your whole identity will shift. You'll no longer identify by your needs, but by your impact. You'll start asking different questions. Not, how do I survive this month, but who can I bless this week? That's the new frequency. That's the upgraded mindset. That's the chosen perspective. You're not afraid of overflow. You've been built for it. You're not ashamed of abundance. You're a carrier of it. And now, it's here. This is not a promise waiting in the distance. It's an explosion being ignited now. You'll notice little signs. Conversations will shift. People will start asking for your insight, your expertise, your time. You'll begin seeing numbers align, messages confirm what you already felt in your spirit, and opportunities appear where none existed. These are signals, indicators that the explosion has begun. Don't hesitate. Don't shrink back. Lean into it. Declare it. Walk in it. Because your obedience and consistency have unlocked this realm. You are not stepping into wealth. You are stepping into a realm where wealth steps into you, where everything about you attracts divine provision, where your presence is a doorway to miracles. You will go places where others failed, not because you're better, but because you're aligned. And that alignment has prepared you to carry this financial favor with integrity. God trusts you with this next level. That's why He's releasing it without restriction. You're going to experience provision like never before. Accounts multiplying, investments flourishing, businesses scaling, revenue doubling, doors opening, and not just for you, but for your family, your community, and those who've been silently watching your journey. Your breakthrough will become their belief system. Your explosion will prove that obedience leads to overflow. You are not just becoming wealthy, you are becoming evidence. And you won't have to fight for it. You won't have to manipulate to get it. You won't have to compete or compromise. It will come naturally, magnetically, divinely. Because when you walk in destiny, you don't chase wealth. You attract it. And now, chosen one, you've reached that level. Let the world wonder. Let them try to figure it out. You already know. It's the hand of God, the reward of obedience, and the explosion of divine wealth. You are entering a dimension where financial breakthroughs become daily occurrences. Not miracles that happen once every few years, but consistent, stable, and increasing manifestations of divine wealth. This is the realm where your bank account is no longer a reflection of struggle, but a symbol of divine promise fulfilled. You're going to feel it first in your spirit, an unshakable inner knowing that something massive has already been released on your behalf. The atmosphere around you will change. People will feel the frequency of favor vibrating through your presence. Why? Because heaven has made a decree, and when heaven speaks, earth aligns. Chosen one, your wealth is not simply about accumulating. It's about transforming. You're called to shift environments. You walk into spaces that have been dried out by limitation, and you release prosperity like rainfall. You bring clarity, you bring strategy, and you bring overflow. This is why your net wealth is about to explode, not for vanity, but for vision. You are carrying too much purpose to stay small. God cannot allow you to walk in purpose without provision. That would make your calling a burden, and that is not the design of the divine. Provision follows purpose, and because your purpose is expanding, so is your wealth. You've been faithful with little, and now much is being added to you. This addition is not just in numbers, it's in value. High-value partnerships, high-value opportunities, high-value results from ideas that once seemed insignificant. What you used to downplay, the world will now celebrate. You're going to see old dreams resurrect with new potential. Visions that seemed delayed are coming back full circle, with upgraded details. Don't be surprised when old journals become blueprints, when old notes become instructions, when past disappointments become divine directions. You're going to be led into divine meetings. You'll speak, and people will stop to listen, not because of your title, but because of your anointing. That's the kind of wealth being released now, wealth that makes your name a solution. People will bring you in not just to talk about money, but to shift their mindset, structure their strategy, elevate their expectations. Your voice will carry financial wisdom, and that wisdom will become currency. That's why you can no longer think small. You can no longer shrink to fit old conversations. You've outgrown those frequencies. You've evolved beyond those limits. You are wealth, walking. This explosion is divine, and because it's divine, it's protected. There are shields around your provision. No plan against it will succeed. No jealousy can touch it. No curse can penetrate it. You've entered the zone of untouchable favor. And now, everything you touch turns to increase. Every idea turns into income. Every partnership turns into progress. This is multiplication without manipulation. You don't have to force what God has already confirmed. You only need to walk in it, boldly, joyfully, faithfully. There is a rebranding happening around you, not by your hand, but by divine orchestration. People who once overlooked you are now seeking you. Institutions that rejected you are now requesting your input. The status you once dreamed of is now searching for you. Because when your net wealth explodes, so does your influence. And with that influence comes responsibility. Not to show off, but to show others what's possible when obedience meets divine timing. You are not being elevated to prove anything. You are being elevated to activate something in others. Get ready to write checks that make people cry with gratitude. Get ready to fund visions that bring transformation to entire communities. Get ready to sponsor healing, to resource purpose, to build platforms for others. You are the one heaven chose to carry this kind of wealth because you won't let it stop with you. You are a carrier, not a container. You were born to release, to redistribute, to restore. And that's why the explosion will never stop, because it's flowing through a vessel that keeps moving. And the best part, you won't burn out doing it. This is not hustle wealth. This is divine wealth. It doesn't drain you. It doesn't exhaust your soul. It doesn't require compromise. It flows through peace. It flows through strategy. It flows through favor. You'll wake up rested, energized, and clear. You'll know exactly where to put your energy. You'll stop trying to be everything to everyone and become laser-focused on what heaven actually assigned you to do. That focus is the key to maintaining the explosion. Don't look for validation. You've already been verified by heaven. Don't seek applause. You've already been affirmed in the spirit. This explosion is not about status. It's about service. You've been called to be the bridge between spiritual power and practical provision. You will speak the language of heaven and the currency of earth. You will be understood by both realms. You're not just an entrepreneur, you're a kingdom economist. You're not just a dreamer, you're a deliverer of solutions. Everything you lost is coming back with interest. Every rejection is being replaced with recognition. Every delay is being repaid with acceleration. The years that felt like a loss will become the reason others believe in restoration. You are a living prophecy. You are walking evidence. And now, with every step you take, wealth follows. Not in trickles, in waves, not in pieces, in portions that overwhelm the systems around you. Your lifestyle is about to become a testimony that transformation is real and God is faithful. And listen closely. You're not too late. In fact, you're right on time. This explosion wasn't meant to happen earlier. It had to meet you now, when you're mature enough to handle it and wise enough to steward it. If it had come too soon, it would have broken you. But now it's going to build you, strengthen you, elevate you. You've passed the test. You've walked the desert. You've survived the silence. And now, the heavens are roaring over your life, announcing, the time has come. The kind of wealth that shifts generations doesn't come by accident. It comes by appointment. And chosen one, you are that appointment. You are heaven's answer to earthly poverty. You are the solution in human form. Your life is about to break every generational limitation. You are going to walk in rooms your ancestors only prayed about. You are going to build wealth your lineage never imagined. And you'll do it all without losing your soul. Because you didn't seek wealth, you sought truth. And in truth, you found treasure. Now the rest of the world will watch as your explosion becomes a ripple effect of blessings. You will not only rise, you will raise others with you. Your wealth will not stop with you. It will flow beyond your name, your years, your life. You are setting up a legacy. And no force can stop a legacy that is built on divine instruction and supernatural favor. Chosen one, the wealth explosion that's unfolding in your life right now is not just for financial gain. It's a spiritual announcement. It is heaven's confirmation that your time in the background is over. The curtain is rising. The spotlight is shifting. And your presence, your name, your mission is being announced in rooms, realms, and dimensions you haven't even entered yet. There is nothing average about this moment. It is strategic. It is prophetic. It is irreversible. Your net wealth isn't just increasing, it's erupting. You are no longer in the season of gradual progression. You are now living in the season of divine acceleration. What used to take years is now happening in days. The favor that once felt distant is now sitting in your lap. You've been faithful in the shadows, and now you're being rewarded in the open. God is proving through your life that wealth does not come through striving. It comes through surrender, obedience, and alignment. Every area where you once felt limitation is being broken wide open. Financial delays are ending. Income streams are multiplying. Business ideas are maturing overnight. Clients, contracts, and capital are seeking you out. You are not chasing anything. Everything is chasing you. Because wealth knows who you are now. You are no longer hidden. You are no longer overlooked. You are no longer invisible to the blessings that have your name engraved on them. You are walking into overflow with clarity. You are walking into overflow with protection. You are walking into overflow with supernatural backing. This isn't just money, it's mission fuel. Every dollar that's about to find its way into your hands is an assignment. It has purpose, it has vision, and it's coming with velocity. Your capacity has increased to handle this kind of power. You're not just making room for more, you've become more. And here's the undeniable truth. When wealth touches the hands of the chosen, it multiplies automatically. Why? Because your motives are clean, your intentions are pure, your heart is fixed on impact, not image. You don't desire riches to feed your ego. You desire wealth to fund vision, to empower communities, to answer needs that others ignore. This is why your explosion is inevitable. It's not for show. It's for purpose. Get ready to see what overflow really looks like. Not just in your wallet, but in your decisions, your posture, your relationships, your ability to say no to what doesn't align. When you're walking in wealth, you no longer have to compromise. You no longer have to explain your worth. You no longer have to prove your value. Your presence does the talking. Your success speaks volumes. Your consistency breaks through resistance. The energy around you is changing. You're going to feel more rested, more focused, more in tune with divine instructions. You'll be more selective, not out of arrogance, but out of wisdom. Not every offer deserves your yes. Not every door is from heaven. And that's the beauty of where you are now. You'll be able to discern with accuracy. You'll walk through the right doors and walk away from the wrong ones without fear. Because you know the truth. What's for you cannot miss you. This explosion of net wealth is also an explosion of responsibility. You're being entrusted with more because you've proven you can carry more. Heaven doesn't waste wealth. It deposits it where it can be maximized. You are good soil, and now the harvest is undeniable. Everything in your life is sprouting at once. Your gifts, your platforms, your influence, your income, it's all converging in this divine season. And here's what's even more beautiful. This wealth is protected. No one can steal what's been divinely deposited. No competition can cancel what's been assigned to your name. No envy can erase what God has etched into your destiny. You're not building on sand. You're building on divine instruction. And that's why it's unshakable. Earthquakes can't move it. Storms can't wash it away. Demonic attacks can't destroy it. You are untouchable in this season. You are about to make decisions that unlock generational increase. You're going to make one investment that shifts your entire lineage. You're going to speak one idea that funds projects for decades. You're going to meet one person who becomes the connector to unimaginable opportunity. You're going to walk through one door that leads to 100 others. This is the power of divine explosion. It doesn't add, it multiplies. And the best part? You don't have to be perfect for this explosion to continue. You just have to stay in alignment. You don't need to control everything. You just need to obey divine instruction. When you stay connected to the source, the supply never stops. You are no longer operating from fear of lack. You're operating from the abundance of faith. You're no longer thinking if, you're declaring when. You're not wondering how, it's already been decided. You are carrying wealth codes that others are waiting for. Your life is the answer to someone's silent prayer. Your rise will unlock belief in others who stopped dreaming. Your wealth will build schools, fund missions, launch movements, feed families, and create waves of transformation. And it's all happening through you. God chose you, not because you're perfect, but because you're willing. And now, the heavens are proving just how powerful a willing vessel can be. Chosen one, you'll never struggle to pay again. God is with you. You are walking into a chapter of your life where the weight that used to press on your shoulders will be lifted for good. You've been fighting battles in silence, making ends meet in the shadows, and stretching coins while holding on to faith. But that season is ending. That tight place, that pressure you've grown so familiar with, it's about to break open. And in its place will be provision, overflow, and a new rhythm of ease. Yes, chosen one. The days of wondering if you'll have enough are being traded for days of having more than enough. The struggle to pay, the stress of trying to keep up, and the fear of falling behind are being removed from your story. This time, the shift is real, and it's here to stay. So before we go any further, stay until the very end of this message. Let it speak to your spirit and awaken your knowing. And write your warmest wishes in the comments below and type the number 99 as a sign to the universe that you are open and ready to receive. This is a powerful moment, a divine appointment. Your words have energy. Your intentions spark transformation. Wishes do come true when your energy is aligned with belief. As you type those wishes, you are opening portals. You are affirming that you are in sync with what is coming. And what's coming is beautiful. Now, chosen one, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. Because what's happening in your life is not random. It's not luck. It's not a maybe or a might. It is a divine setup. You've been called, chosen, and carved out for something greater. The financial struggle was never the end of your story. It was simply a chapter, one that built your strength, clarified your values, and deepened your connection to Source. The sleepless nights, the juggling of bills, the moments where you had to choose between this or that, They weren't pointless. They were refining moments, fire-forged moments. But now the refining is complete. The fire didn't destroy you, it purified you. And now you are emerging from the ashes with a new decree. You'll never struggle to pay again. There's something sacred about the shift you're stepping into. You're not just going to experience temporary relief. You're stepping into sustained provision. Money is no longer going to be a fight in your life. You're entering into a new frequency where abundance finds you effortlessly, where divine assistance meets your every need before it becomes a problem, where peace replaces panic. You won't just have money, you'll have mastery. Mastery over your thoughts about money. Mastery over your fears about survival. Mastery over your reactions to lack. You've learned what it's like to live on hope. Now you're about to live on harvest. Harvest from the seeds you planted when no one was watching. Harvest from the sacrifices you made in silence. Harvest from the faith you kept, even when nothing seemed to work. This isn't just the reward of action. It's the reward of alignment. You stayed aligned even when it hurt. You didn't give up on your vision. And because of that, the universe is preparing to honor you. You're being honored not just with money, but with ease, flow, and expansion. There were times when you questioned whether you were doing something wrong. You looked around and wondered why others seemed to be moving ahead while you stayed stuck. But what you didn't realize was this. You weren't stuck. You were being positioned. Positioned for elevation. Positioned for protection. Positioned for perfect timing. The universe was not denying you. It was preparing you. And now that the preparation is complete, you will begin to see what that patience was for. The floodgates are opening. The channels are being cleared. The money that's been held back is now being released. You are not going to have to hustle in chaos anymore. You are going to flow in clarity. Your financial environment is becoming fertile soil. Every effort you make from now on is going to produce faster and richer results. You won't have to prove your worth to be paid. The right people, opportunities, and resources will find you. And you'll no longer be overlooked. You'll be honored, you'll be compensated, you'll be respected, and most of all, you'll be relieved. Relief is a form of divine love. It's the feeling that comes when the weight finally lifts, when you finally take a deep breath and realize you're okay now. And that's where you're going. You're going to live in that relief. You're going to wake up knowing you're covered. You're going to move through your days with the quiet confidence that comes from knowing the struggle is no longer yours. The need to check your bank account 5 times a day, the stress of saying no to things you want to say yes to, the guilt of spending money on yourself, these are leaving your life. They are dissolving. You are entering into a reality where your needs are met and your desires are honored. Chosen one, listen, money is not just a physical thing. It is energy. And your energy is no longer in alignment with lack. You've upgraded. Your beliefs have shifted. You no longer see yourself as someone who has to scrape and suffer to survive. You are now someone who magnetizes wealth naturally because your frequency has risen. You don't chase money. Money responds to your confidence. You don't beg for opportunities. Opportunities are drawn to your light. You don't live in fear of bills. You live in faith that every bill will be paid before it's due. This is the new you. A powerful, prosperous, protected version of yourself who knows that lack is no longer your home. You'll never struggle to pay again because the universe is now on assignment to sustain you. There is a flow being opened that can't be shut down. There are people being instructed in the spirit to bless you, open doors for you, and send resources your way. You are being divinely assisted in unseen ways. Things are happening behind the scenes. Unexpected refunds, hidden accounts being unlocked, random checks in the mail, favor showing up where you least expect it. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations. Your life is becoming proof of what happens when faith meets favor. You've been marked by grace. You've been branded by purpose. And that purpose is now attracting provision. Your alignment with divine truth has created a spiritual bank account that is now being released into the physical. You have earned this moment. You have cried for this moment. You have waited for this moment. And now that it's here, you don't have to question it. You just have to receive it. From this moment forward, you are going to look at your finances with a different lens. You are going to speak with authority over your money. You are going to expect increase. You are going to declare overflow. You are going to believe that you deserve every blessing coming your way. Not because you did everything perfectly, but because your heart remained faithful. You didn't give up. You kept showing up. And now you're going to see what that kind of consistency attracts. There is nothing random about this season. It's not hype. It's divine timing. You are stepping into financial rest. No more scrambling. No more just getting by. No more anxiety attacks in the middle of the night wondering how it's going to work out. It's going to work out because the spiritual order has shifted. It's going to work out because favor has been assigned to your name. It's going to work out because the universe never forgets a soul that keeps believing, even in the face of resistance. There will be testimonies. There will be jaw-dropping moments. There will be tears, not of sorrow, but of shock. You will find yourself whispering, "It really happened." Because it will. It's happening already. Every word you're reading is aligning with what's been declared in the realm of spirit. And it's only a matter of time before you see it in your reality. And the truth is, you are already feeling it. Something has shifted in your inner world. There's a sense of readiness now, a calm that you can't fully explain. That's not wishful thinking. It's divine assurance. It's the inner knowing that what you've been asking for has already started its journey to you. That knowing is powerful because when you believe before you see, you activate the force that brings miracles into motion. Your faith is your currency. It's the access code to this new financial dimension. And now that you've used it, now that you've stayed in alignment, doors that once refused to open are swinging wide in your favor. You won't have to knock twice this time. You won't have to beg for access. You are not just being invited into rooms, you are being positioned to own the room. Financial authority is resting on you, and that means more than just having enough money to survive. It means having the wisdom, clarity, and confidence to command your financial atmosphere, to structure your life in a way that multiplies abundance instead of chasing it. You're entering a space where you're not just attracting wealth, you're managing it well, stewarding it with discernment, and using it as a tool to support your destiny. The shame around money is breaking. The anxiety around your next payment is disappearing. Because now you operate from the awareness that you are divinely backed. You are not alone in this. You are not empty-handed. You are favored. And favored people don't stress about what they already own in the spirit. It's already yours. And because it's already yours, you're not competing. You're not comparing. You're not rushing. You're aligning. And alignment guarantees arrival. You'll notice something changing about how people respond to you. The same energy that once attracted lack is no longer active. Instead, your presence will command respect, attention, and generosity. Why? Because people feel energy. And your energy now speaks abundance. It whispers, "I am already taken care of." That silent confidence will draw provision to you like a magnet. Contracts, offers, promotions, partnerships, these are all circling you. The only thing left to do is receive with humility and gratitude. This financial shift is not meant to inflate your ego. It's meant to elevate your mission. The reason you had to wait so long is because you were being prepared not just to receive wealth, but to respect it. You're not the same person you were when the struggle began. You've been transformed. You're wiser. You know the value of $1. You understand the power of giving. You've experienced lack, and now you will be entrusted with plenty. Not to flaunt it, but to flourish in it and help others rise. You're not just going to get out of debt. You're going to build legacy. You're not just going to pay off old bills. You're going to walk into new beginnings. Paid in full will be your new reality, not just on paper, but in your soul. No more carrying emotional debt from the past. No more carrying guilt over what you couldn't provide. No more inner pressure to be everything for everyone. You are entering a flow where peace, provision, and purpose meet. A flow that sustains itself. A flow that makes you a source of light to others. From here forward, you'll notice your thoughts about money becoming clearer, calmer, and more courageous. The patterns that used to sabotage your abundance are fading. The beliefs that once held you back, like, "I'm not good with money," or "I always lose what I gain," are no longer true. They were never true. They were fears pretending to be facts. But now, you are living from truth. And the truth is, you were never meant to struggle forever. The storm had an expiration date, and you've reached it. You're not going to keep cycling through the same old lessons. You've passed the test, the endurance test, the trust test, the patience test, the faith test. Now you are qualified to walk into ease, not because you didn't struggle, but because you learned what the struggle came to teach you. And now the teacher has left the room. Class is over. Graduation is here. As you move into this next chapter, you'll be amazed at how quickly things turn around. Where it once took months to see results, you'll see them in weeks. Where you used to feel blocked, you'll feel clear. Your energy will become lighter, your focus sharper, your ideas more powerful. Why? Because financial struggle was clouding your spiritual vision. And now that the fog has lifted, you can see possibilities you never noticed before. You'll become more creative, more intuitive, more decisive. That's what abundance does. It frees your mind to dream again. The resources you need are not far. They're being arranged. You're going to receive emails, phone calls, and connections that shift everything. You'll feel divine timing wrap itself around you. You'll hear phrases like, "We were just thinking of you," or "We had this opening and thought you'd be perfect." This isn't randomness. This is divine coordination. Every moment of struggle made you visible to the forces of favor. And now those forces are working overtime to repay what was lost. Get ready for restoration in full. Not just enough to cover what you owe, but more. More than expected. More than imagined. More than you dared to pray for. This overflow isn't about greed. It's about grace. It's a divine apology for everything you went through in silence. For every time you kept showing up even when you were broken. For every moment you lifted others while secretly needing a lift yourself. This is your payback season. You're not going to recognize your own life soon. The transformation will be undeniable. You'll look around and realize that the struggle was never permanent. It was only a setup for supernatural provision. And the provision is permanent. You're going to step into homes that you once thought were out of reach. You're going to bless your family in ways that once felt like dreams. You're going to say yes to things that you used to automatically decline because of money. The hesitation is ending. The freedom is beginning. There is a peace that comes from knowing you are provided for. It changes how you breathe, how you walk, how you speak. And that peace is now yours. You're not stepping into it someday. You're stepping into it now. Even if your circumstances haven't caught up yet, your spirit already knows the truth. The shift has happened. The promise is active. The blessing is in motion. And nothing can stop it. Not fear, not doubt, not the past, nothing. It's safe to believe again. It's safe to receive. It's safe to live without financial fear. You don't have to be on guard anymore. You don't have to worry that it will all disappear. Because this time, it's built on a solid foundation. Your faith, your growth, your alignment. You've done the inner work. Now you're seeing the outer reward. The struggle to pay is over. The weight is lifted. The relief is real. And the best part? this is only the beginning. And now that you're here, standing on the edge of a brand new chapter, you can feel it in your bones. Something is finally different. The anxiety that once clung to you like a shadow is starting to dissolve. You're breathing easier. You're moving lighter. Because now, instead of waking up with dread, you wake up with direction. Instead of fearing bills, you're preparing for blessings. You've flipped the script, chosen one. You've crossed over into the territory of abundance, and nothing can pull you back into scarcity again. You're no longer looking at life through the lens of what you lack. Now you see everything through the lens of what's flowing in. This is a financial recalibration. Your default has changed. Your system has been rewired to expect more, to welcome overflow, and to believe in financial ease. Where you used to anticipate obstacles, you now anticipate opportunities. And that simple shift in expectation is enough to move mountains. Because the universe matches your belief, not your background, not your past, not even your qualifications. Your belief is the loudest vibration you send out, and yours now says, I am ready. You are ready to live a life where your payments are made in advance, ready to thrive without fear of running out, ready to finally enjoy life without carrying financial guilt. And this time, it's not temporary. This isn't just a quick fix or a lucky break. This is sustained favor. This is generational healing. This is divine provision with roots. It will last because you've changed. You've become someone who can handle it. You've become someone who no longer blocks the blessing but magnetizes it. You've learned the lesson. Now comes the reward. Every time you were tempted to give up but didn't, you were adding to the abundance that is now flowing in. Every time you chose trust over worry, you were compounding interest in your spiritual account. And now the payout is here. You're not waiting for a miracle anymore. You are living inside of it. The miracle is your mindset. The miracle is your energy. The miracle is your alignment. And now that you're aligned, you don't have to strive. You just have to stay in flow. Flow means no more forcing, no more chasing, no more stress around every financial decision. You'll find yourself spending with ease and saving with joy. You'll find yourself giving without fear and receiving without guilt. You're not just stepping into abundance, you're becoming the embodiment of it. When people see you, they'll feel peace. When they hear you speak, they'll feel hope. Why? Because your vibration has changed. You are abundance in human form now. You carry the frequency of more than enough, and everywhere you go, it follows. You were never meant to live in lack. That was never your destiny. It may have been part of your journey, but it was never your destination. And now that chapter is closed. The tests you went through weren't meant to punish you. They were meant to prepare you. They shaped you into someone who could carry the weight of wealth with grace. Someone who doesn't just spend money, but moves it with intention. Someone who doesn't just receive blessings, but multiplies them and shares them. That's who you are now. You've graduated from fear-based finances to faith-filled abundance. You've gone from hoping to knowing. And knowing is powerful. When you know you're supported, you walk differently. When you know provision is guaranteed, you don't panic. You plan, you build, you expand, you dream again. Not just for yourself, but for others. Because now, you're not just surviving. You're creating. You're leading. You're planting seeds in others that will grow into miracles for them too. You'll look back on your past struggles, not with bitterness, but with gratitude. Because now you understand that those struggles were the soil your blessing needed to grow. They broke the hard ground in your spirit and made space for something new. They stripped you of pride and gave you humility. They removed false beliefs and replaced them with truth. And now, the harvest is here. The struggle was real, but so is the reward. It's not just about having enough money, it's about having enough energy to enjoy life, enough clarity to make aligned decisions, enough peace to sleep deeply at night. And that's what this financial shift is really about. It's about returning to yourself. The version of you that knows you're always provided for. The version of you that doesn't settle for less. The version of you that knows the divine is with you and for you, always. From this moment forward, you will see signs everywhere that confirm this shift. You'll overhear conversations that echo your new reality. You'll see repeating numbers that align with abundance. You'll have vivid dreams that speak prosperity into your soul, and you'll feel it deep within. This is not just another hopeful message. This is your reality taking shape. You'll witness physical proof that you are no longer operating from the same timeline as before. The energy has shifted. The atmosphere has changed. The door has opened. And when that door opened, it didn't just open for money to enter. It opened for power, for peace, for divine presence to flood your life. The struggle you've been carrying around like a second skin is no longer needed. You're being clothed in abundance, robed in royalty, surrounded by support you didn't even know you had. That's the kind of wealth you're stepping into. It's spiritual, it's emotional, it's mental. And yes, it's financial too. It touches every area of your being. You will no longer identify with barely enough. That's not your story. Your story is more than enough. Your story is overflow. Your story is peace in your finances and power in your purpose. You'll be able to bless others without draining yourself. You'll be able to say yes to opportunities without fear of how you'll afford it. You'll be able to invest in your future without doubting your present. This is what it means to be financially free. Not just because you have money, but because money no longer has you. It's time. Time to own this new season fully. Time to stop expecting things to fall apart and start expecting them to fall into place. Time to stop rehearsing old financial trauma and start embracing new financial truth. You are no longer who you were. And because of that, your life will no longer unfold the way it did before. This is a reset, a divine refresh, an unshakable new reality. You're not imagining it. Your entire atmosphere is shifting. The vibration around you has changed. You are no longer being magnetized to hardship. You are now a magnet for grace, ease, and divine transactions. You are walking into spaces where the favor goes before you. You're entering rooms you never thought you'd access, and instead of feeling out of place, you'll feel at home. Why? Because you've been spiritually authorized to be there. This is your time. This is your calling. And this is your confirmation that the era of struggling to pay, to provide, to keep things afloat is over. You don't owe the world explanations for why things are suddenly working in your favor. You don't have to justify your elevation. You don't have to tone down your excitement or shrink your light. When you struggled, no one asked why. So when you rise, don't feel guilty. You've paid the price in silence. You've sown tears in private. You've waited and watched others flourish. And now it's your time to bloom, fully, boldly, publicly. Let your abundance speak volumes, not in arrogance, but in assurance. This new season of financial freedom comes with a new identity. No longer will you call yourself the one who always has to figure things out last minute. You are not the struggler anymore. You are not the one scraping by. You are not the underdog in your story. You are the favored one, the provided for one, the chosen one. Let this truth settle into your bones. Let it shape how you speak about yourself. No more casual complaints about being broke. No more jokes about not having enough. Your words are prophetic. And from this moment forward, your words must align with your new wealth. Speak from abundance. Walk from abundance. Think from abundance. Let your imagination become a blueprint for your breakthrough. The ideas that once seemed too expensive or too unrealistic, dust them off. Revisit them. Because now, you're in a space where resources are catching up to your dreams. The support is there. The alignment is real. The timing is now. If you can see it in your spirit, you can hold it in your hand. That's how close it is. You are not dreaming small anymore. The limitations that once clung to your thinking have been stripped away. You are not afraid to want more. You are not ashamed of your desires. You've learned that wanting overflow doesn't make you greedy. It makes you a receiver. And receivers are open, ready, and trusting. You trust that what's meant for you will arrive. You trust that you don't need to fight to be blessed. You trust that ease is not an illusion. It's your inheritance. There's something so liberating about knowing that your needs are already accounted for, that even before the need arises, the solution is prepared. That's the level you're moving into, where provision is ahead of the problem, where you don't have to panic because there's already a path, where you don't have to exhaust yourself in effort because flow is now your guide. You're entering the rhythm of divine provision, and it's unlike anything you've known before. This shift will not only change your bank account, it will change how you make decisions. You will no longer decide from a place of fear. You'll decide from a place of faith. You'll no longer choose what's cheap just because you're afraid of running out. You'll choose what's aligned, what's right, what's best, and you'll trust that the money will support your decisions. Because it will. The divine does not lead you where it won't provide for you. You are no longer in survival mode. That energy has been broken off your life. You are no longer making rushed choices, saying yes to things that drain you, or staying in places that dishonor you because of money. You've reclaimed your power. You've remembered your worth. And now money is responding to that remembrance. It's flowing in, not because you chased it, but because you aligned with it. The power you carry now is subtle, but strong. You don't have to scream it. You just live it. The confidence in your steps, the peace in your tone, the joy on your face. It all speaks of someone who is no longer burdened by lack. And that energy is contagious. People will start asking what changed. They'll want to know your secret. And the truth is, it's not a secret. It's surrender. You surrendered the struggle. You surrendered the scarcity mindset. You chose to believe that something greater was possible for you. And the universe responded. This freedom didn't arrive overnight. It came after every moment you chose faith over frustration. After every time you cried, but still moved forward. After every time you gave, even when you were in need. You were being watched, not just by people, but by the unseen forces that govern favor. And now, they're repaying you with a level of abundance that makes your old life feel like a distant memory. Expect miracles in your finances. Expect your inbox to bring good news. Expect divine deposits. Expect upgrades in favor and open doors that require no explanation. Expect your energy to attract unexpected blessings. Expect your yes to be enough. Because it is. You no longer have to prove your worth to be supported. You are already supported because you exist. Because you're chosen. Because divine love has decided that you've carried enough. Chosen one, you're no longer available for financial warfare. Your energy is now reserved for joy, creativity, and growth. Your attention is now focused on expansion, not emergency. Your spirit is aligned with ease, not exhaustion. Let this become your new truth. Money flows to me easily. I always have more than enough. I am worthy of wealth. I am walking in my overflow. You're not going to just pay your bills. You're going to fund dreams. You're going to bless others in secret. You're going to pay things forward with tears of joy in your eyes. And it won't drain you. It will fulfill you. Because giving from overflow feels different than giving from struggle. It's effortless. It's joyful. It's pure. Your life is becoming a testimony that faith works, that alignment works, that staying true to your inner knowing pays off. You don't need to be louder, bolder, or more aggressive to get your blessing. You just need to be aligned. And you are. And now everything is catching up to that alignment. It's all being restructured in your favor. There's no more doubt about what's coming. It's already here. It's already in motion. You'll look back on this moment and realize that this was the day everything shifted. This was the day you truly believed that struggling to pay was no longer your story. That you didn't need another confirmation or sign or miracle to start walking like the abundant being you are. You just needed to accept it. And now that you have, the floodgates are open.